Kimmel. I'm the host of the show. Thank you for watching. Everybody good? Everybody all right? I'm exhausted already. This morning, my son, who is 3 years old, woke up, as he usually does when the moon comes out. And he gets up early. So I go in his room. He says, I wanted mommy. Great. So I ask him what he wants for breakfast. He says pancakes. We go downstairs, and we're out of the pancake mix that we usually use. So I find this bag of protein pancakes in, like, the back of the cabinet. And it looks okay. The ingredients are a little weird. They tell you to add flax seed, which I know how that'll go over. So I cut out the flax seed, and I'm mixing it. And as I'm whisking the batter, I know that these pancakes are going to be rejected. I know that when I put them on the table, there's going to be a fight. But I'm an optimist, so I keep mixing. I heat up the griddle. I make the pancake. Looks good. Looks like a regular pancake. I pour on the syrup. I cut it up. Put it on the table. I get my son in the seat. He takes one bite and goes, "These don't taste good." And already I know this is not a battle I'm going to win, but I'm in it. So I say, "Eat them. It's good. Eat it. It's good." Even though this strategy has never worked for me before, he won't eat the pancake. And then his sister comes down the stairs. She's 6, and she eats nothing. She eats 4 things. And if you vary even slightly from those exact 4 things, forget about it. She won't eat. So Billy now, as Jane sits down, tells her the pancakes are no good. And Jane, who 5 seconds earlier told me she's starving, won't even try them. So I demand that she at least try them. I count to 3, which I don't know what's supposed to happen at the end of 3, but... And I really want to set something up where I count to 3, and when I hit 3, lightning strikes and sets fire to their playhouse or something, you know? Just once, I want to see something happen so they fear the count of 3. Maybe one of their stuffed animals dies or something at 3. So I get to 3, and she will not eat. Neither of them will eat. So I do what they tell you to do in the books. You know, we have a lot of these parenting books. I start yelling. I yell, "This is not a restaurant. You ask for pancakes, you eat what I make you. When I was a kid, we didn't get a choice of what we wanted to eat. We got whatever the dog left in the bowl," something like that, the whole thing. And now Jane starts crying, "It's not fair, I don't want these." And Billy just sits there enjoying the mayhem that he started. He's happy. And so I say, "You know what, fine, you're not getting any breakfast at all." And then they go nuts, and I'm hungry, they're crying. I'm like, "Too bad, you eat what I make you," and I march upstairs. And then once I get upstairs, I have nowhere to go because my wife is asleep in the bedroom, so I can't go in there, and I'm not gonna go sit in their room, so I just kind of sit on the landing, and I can hear them now talking about how mean I am. Daddy's mean. And Jane's like, "I just want to be treated nicely," she's saying to Billy. And I try to hold out. I just stay there, but then I hear her going in the cabinet for the cereal, and I march back down. I say, "Put that cereal away and eat those pancakes." And then she cries more, and ultimately, I wind up spreading Nutella, which is basically chocolate, on their pancakes so they'll eat them. And you know what? They ate the pancakes, so did I win? Not exactly. But for once, I didn't lose. Then, by the way, my wife comes down, unaware of the war that has just been fought. I make her a pancake. She takes one bite and goes, "These pancakes taste weird." Down the garbage disposal they go, so. Alexa, order Bisquick. Have you seen the new Alexa thing? The Amazon Echo Show 10 promises to be their creepiest Alexa yet. What makes this Echo different is it follows you around the room. The screen's on a little arm, and so wherever you go, the camera goes. This is how it starts. First they listen to us, then they watch us, then they follow us, and then they smother us under a mountain of tube socks or something. Listen, I have 2 small kids at home. I don't need another thing following me around telling me to buy stuff, all right? Meanwhile, United States Postal Service has some new technology. The USPS is getting a fleet of high-tech delivery trucks. Here it is, the new truck. They asked the designers to come up with something that looks unremarkable and yet vaguely unsettling. And I think they succeeded. This is another angle. They've already spent $482 million on testing and designing. Wasn't the post office bankrupt like 4 months ago? Now they're buying new cars. It's like a bad brother-in-law or something. My poor mail carriers, they're dropping off packages at midnight. One of them, my mailman, the guy who comes to my house, you know how my house is up on the hill?
Yeah.
He rides a dog up the street.
Wow.
True. Speaking of dogs, in Oklahoma last week, a puppy was born, maybe you saw this, with an extra pair of legs. She has 6 legs. Her name is Skipper. She's very cute. Skipper's a mixed breed. Her father was a collie. Her mother was a centipede, I think. And they're saying it is a miracle that Skipper survived. The vet said they haven't seen anything like this since Fly got into that machine with Jeff Goldblum. But Skipper's big news in Oklahoma, and legs aren't the only extra parts she has.
Weighing only 11 ounces, but she has 6 legs and 2 tails. Apparently, in addition to 2 tails, she has two booties, if you know what I'm talking about. Double the droppings.
The hollow laughter of a weirded out weatherman. So anyway, look out, mailman. Those new trucks had better be quick because the world's fastest dog is coming for you. Obedience school seems to be working well for Mike Pence, who has apparently patched things up with his former owner, Donald Trump. Pence told a group of lawmakers yesterday that he and Trump have a close personal relationship, just like O.J. and Nicole. I believe Mike Pence has spent the last month doing a little something called weighing his options and found that it would be better to be friends with Donald Trump. You know what would be fun? If I were Donald Trump, I would announce that I need a kidney. And I'd make all these guys, Lindsey Graham, Rudy, Mike Pence, I'd make them all give me one kidney to choose which one I like best. And then I'd bring them to Mar-a-Lago and say, just kidding, I'm going to put your kidneys in my trophy case next to your balls. Trump is very anxious to get back on social media. He's currently awaiting the results of his appeal to the Facebook Oversight Board, which has the power to overturn his suspension for life. I get endless delight from the fact that a former president is begging to get back on the website where your aunt posts pictures of ducks she saw at the park. If they put him back on, we should all get off. We should just all get right off. Turn Facebook into a Blockbuster video store. We are fast approaching a full year of lockdown life. So much has changed over the past 12 months. We thought it would be fun to take a look back at what was going on 1 year ago this week in the first installment of This Week in COVID History.
This Week in COVID History. It's the end of February in roaring 2020. Movie theaters are packed with Sonic the Hedgehog fever. Presidential hopeful Pete Bullwinkle Buttigieg's dance has taken the country by storm. And America remains safe from a mysterious virus from Wuhan. But don't tell Dr. Buzzkill.
You really have the makings of a pandemic.
Stuff it, egghead. President Trump congratulates himself on the handling of the virus in a historic summit with Diamond and Silk.
We have done an incredible job. It's going to disappear. One day it's like a miracle. It will disappear.
Hallelujah, says Vice President Mike Pence, newly named head of the Coronavirus Task Force.
While the risk to the American public remains low, we're ready.
The risk is low and America is ready. Any other predictions? Eric?
My father is going to win by the greatest landslide in the history of this country. That's my prediction.
Well said, simple boy. This has been This Week in COVID History.
Only the best people, right? Team Biden right now is switching up the vocabulary that comes out of the White House. The Biden White House has reinstated the phrase climate change, which had been eliminated from official government materials, and they're removing the term illegal alien. The term they will now use is non-citizen, which isn't entirely accurate. Everyone is a citizen of someplace, but it makes sense. People aren't illegal, and that's just part of a long list of words and phrases they've put to rest. In addition to illegal alien, they will no longer use the terms fake news, China virus, perfect call, lock her up, extra crispy, crazy Nancy, my stupid son Eric, my stupid son Don, Tell Eric I'm not here. Tell Don I died. Where's Hunter? Bigley, Frankly, hamburgers. Put Jared on it. Bring me my Sharpie. Get me my hair cement. Kofefe, Tim Apple. How hot is my daughter? One of the wettest we've seen from the standpoint of water. Very fine people, haters and losers, big beautiful wall, bing bong, bing bong. Everyone is saying, and get Lou Dobbs on the phone. So, baby steps, but progress is being made. This is an historic administration for a variety of reasons. Kamala Harris is the first female vice president of the United States, which means that for the first time ever, we have a second gentleman. Doug Emhoff, Kamala's husband, has kept a low profile. And I wonder, as we are all focused on how many bachelors are left, how many of us who live in this country would be able to identify the vice president's spouse. So we sent a camera to the 3rd Street Farmers Market with a photo of Doug Emhoff and asked folks passing by, who is this?
Who's this guy?
That's my question for you. Do you know who he is?
No.
Does he look like anyone in particular?
Like he might have been on a TV show?
Like what?
Maybe like Seinfeld or something.
TV host?
He looks like an actor.
I don't know, something weird. Maybe like science. He looks like a science teacher.
It's like a soccer dad. Like his name is George and looks basic.
Who does he look like?
Bit like Big Bird a little bit.
Big Bird, okay.
But in like a manly way.
Executive director or something like that.
A very clean comedian.
Vince Vaughn impersonator.
He looks like someone that would come out in WWE, like a reunion of some sort.
Probably some Netflix show
Yeah.
from the 90s that's coming back, and he's old now.
Let's see if you can figure out his name. Begins with a D.
Dan.
Close. Nope.
David.
Nope.
Dimitri.
Nope.
David?
Nope.
Daniel?
Nope.
He looks like Derek?
Nope.
Dylan?
Nope. D-O.
Donald?
Oh, God, no. D-O.
Doesn't ring a bell.
D-O does not stand for doesn't ring a bell. If I told you his name was Doug, would that ring a bell?
Doug Peters.
Is that Doug Jones?
No, the only Doug I know is Dougie Fresh. I mean,
That's not Dougie Fresh.
yeah, I
have to
know,
say.
definitely saying.
Any guess who he could be?
The one that went to prison for all those rapes?
Who would that be?
I don't know his name, but he looked kind of like him.
You're talking about Harvey Weinstein?
Harvey Weinstein. This Harvey Weinstein.
What if I told you his name was Doug Emhoff? Does that ring a bell?
No. David Hasselhoff rings a bell.
Totally different Hoff. Any idea who the woman on the left is?
No.
No.
Kardashian? No. Doesn't look like a Kardashian.
Which Kardashian would that be?
I don't know the Kardashians.
Okay, you just have a vague idea that they're around.
She just looks fancy.
Did you figure out the hint in the background on that picture?
I mean, it says Biden, so something Biden.
It's Hunter Biden.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not Joe Biden. I know what Joe Biden looks like.
Of course.
That's her husband?
Who's her?
Kamala.
What's her name?
Kamala. Kamala. I can't even say her name.
And what's his name again?
You said Doug.
Uh-huh.
Enough?
What do you think that woman's name is?
Can you give me a hint?
Yeah, Kamala.
Kamala.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Last name H.
Huff.
Kamala Huff.
Kamala Hugh.
Kamala Hugh.
Give me one more hint. What does it rhyme with? Don't spell it. What does it rhyme with? The last name.
Ferris.
Kamala Harris.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Now, who do you think that is?
She's a movie star.
Right.
Yeah.
Can you identify this man?
He's the second gentleman. I guess like, vice president's man, Doug. Doug good enough? Doug Emhoff? Doug Emhoff.
You are the only person so far to identify Doug Emhoff. Stand there while we throw some digital confetti at you.
Okay.
And now here comes the unicorn, and a meteorite,
Oh, wow.
and one UFO. Bye.
Well done, America. Hi, I'm Jimmy Kimmel. An evil wizard has trapped me inside this YouTube video. Click subscribe to help me escape.